Hello, Spawnlings. We have a very special guest on the show today, Ben Thompson. He's an art director at Blizzard, and he works on a little game called Hearthstone. Ben, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, it's a mere formality, but before we begin, I must scan you for noobishness.
I understand.
Hold perfectly still. Scanning. Scanning. You're completely noobite-free.
Thank goodness.
Could you tell the Spawnlings what motivated you to become an artist?
It's something I always wanted to do, and it was either that or fly fighter jets for the Air Force or become a musician. So I figured art was the one that was for me since I'm too tall for a plane and I have very limited musical ability.
A wise decision. Could you tell the Spawnlings what it's like working at Blizzard on Hearthstone?
It's a pleasure, actually. It's a lot of people with a lot of the same geeky tendencies and nerdy backgrounds, and everybody gets along because we all enjoy a lot of the same things, but we channel that into making the most fun games possible.
Now, could you talk about your inspiration when designing a new card in Hearthstone?
The design team will basically come up with some rough ideas for what makes for a fun card in-game. It could be centered around the certain vibe or feeling that they want a game to have. If you look at the Grand Tournament, for instance, there's a lot about nights and tournaments and championships. Once it comes to the art team, it's our job to provide visuals that go in kind with that. We spend a lot of time talking to design to figure out exactly what they need for the game from a visual perspective and what we would like to see from an art side to make it all possible.
There's even pirates riding parrots! It's the Grand Tournament!
What advice would you give to Spawnlings who want to become artists themselves, and how would they go about applying to perhaps become one of your freelancers?
Basically, the more work you put into it and the more effort you put into it, and the better you'll get. So I would say just never stop drawing or painting or doing any of the media that you like. When the time comes and you feel like, you know, your work has reached a point where you would like it to be reviewed and looked at for possible inclusion into Hearthstone, send a portfolio on over to the company, show what you can do, give it your best 10 to 12 pieces, and we look forward to seeing what you have to offer.
Good advice. Now, I feel there aren't quite enough mech cards in Hearthstone, and frankly, I think they're a little underpowered. Are there plans to add more mechs to the game?
Well, in terms of more mechs, probably not more so much as cards that will also make those mechs stronger that already exist. So we'll help fix that underpowered thing for you quite soon, hopefully.
Wonderful.
You know, Darren, it came to my attention actually during the course of this interview that you're pronouncing it Hearthstone, and it's actually Hearthstone.
Ben, whose program is this? It's my program. And who has the laser?
You do?
Affirmative. So how do you pronounce it?
Hearthstone?
Affirmative. Well, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Would you like a lift back to America?
That would be very helpful.
No worries. Charging my teleporter. And he's gone. Back to you, Barjo and Hex.